Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Derpy here, joined with Cujo1989,
Yo.
and let's get right into it.
Okay, starting out with your news here, we have the on-track event for the TVP T5051. Always an interesting line, definitely worth some trouble if you haven't already. There are a reasonably large quantity of premium tanks across all the tiers on a 30% discount right now. Take a look into those. They're all marked in the premium tank tech tree. And also moving on, we finally have the Hot Wheels garage detuned and neutered for a little while here. We got the Halloween garage, albeit from last year, but it beats the sound of little cars on plastic track whizzing by. And we've got 4 new contracts up right now. We've got the Reach, the Centrifuge, and the Reach, Centrifuge, Stubbs, and Deadbolt available.
Alright, moving to the bundles, we have the Volk T44-100, the Panther M10, and the M56 Scorpion. The Volk T44-100, it's pretty decent, medium, not gonna lie, 100mm. You're probably better off with the regular T44 at Tier 8. The Panther M10, it's okay for a Tier 7 premium with premium matchmaking. Good DPM, could be a smaller target, but hey, is what it is. In the M56 Scorpion, this is the Tier 7 go-kart. You should definitely get this if you don't have it. Very worth your time, and a little bit trolly not sometimes. And then moving on to your weekly deals, we have the T26 Eagle 7 and the Panzer V4. Be careful this week. The Panzer V4 is on sale, and it is pretty much half off. And then the Eagle 7, it's a pretty decent Pershing at Tier 7. We got Brawl bruisers. We had the 50 TP PR, the HMH ISU 130, and the Mauerbrecher. 50 TP PR, the armor sometimes doesn't want to work, and the pen could be a little bit better. The HMH ISU 130, again, I'm not a big fan of the ISU 130. It could probably use a little bit more pen. And then the Mauerbrecher, it's a brick. Eastern Sovereigns, we have the King Dragon, the Alpine Tiger, and the Yazi. This is a very good bundle if you want to get a little bit of a mix in the Chinese lines. So you have the King Dragon, which essentially is a Type 59 hull with a British L7 on it. And it'll do about 400 alpha, which is pretty good. Going on to the Alpine Tiger, that is a premium matchmaking Tier 8. Very good tank, and it looks great. And then you have the Yazi, nothing really special, but it'll also get you a little bit more acquainted with the Chinese tank destroyers later on down the line if you plan to grind them. Mobility Masters, we have the M46KR, the Otis, and the FV4202P. M46KR, it's a Tier 9 M46 patent at Tier 8. Could be better, but at the same time, if you're into those paint schemes, this might be the one for you, especially if you're a big fan of the Ripper. The Otis, it's a Tier 8 French tank destroyer, pretty decent, not a bad 105 on it. It could use a little work here and there, but hey, your mileage may vary. And the FE4202P, could be better, but at the same time, you can use your turret with the 20-pounder B barrel. Good bundle. And finally, we have Work Your Way Up. We have the Panzer T25, the Thunderbolt, and the IS-2M. Panzer T25 is not really that special. You might have a little bit better mileage just actually getting the Czechoslovakian Tier 5 or Czechoslovakian Tier 6 if you're really interested in that stuff. The Thunderbolt, very good tank, not gonna lie. At Tier 7, it's Tier 6. Tier 6 Thunderbolt that has essentially a little bit more armor than the E8 and less armor than the E2, so it's a little bit of a happy medium between the two. And the IS-2M, if you think the IS needed a little bit more hull armor and needed to be a little bit slower, that's the tank for you.
Okay, folks, that pretty much wraps up the our news and our Wednesday Weeklies update here. The next Tier 5 Diaries is already a set matter to our primary host and benefactor here. But let's get a little bit of community outcry going here. Do you want to see a Tier 5 Diaries on the Churchill? Come on, folks. Speak with your feet, or in this case, the comments. Sorry, Derp.